Hey, sports fans, baseball is in the air, the sun is shining. May 2-4 weekend's coming up sooner than you think. Major League Baseball starts this weekend, but we're going to talk a little New Brunswick Senior League Baseball with the guy who's done it all in New Brunswick Senior League Baseball, now the head coach for the Fredericton Royals, who make the return to the senior circuit this upcoming season, Mr. Derek Wilson. Derek, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Great to chat with you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Well, exciting news on your end, where the Fredericton Royals back in the New Brunswick Senior Circuit this year after a brief hiatus. But again, yourself and some counterparts really leading the charge here to bring the Royals back to Royals Field here in Marysville. Maybe tell us a little bit about how excited you are to get back on the field and have the Royals back competing here in senior baseball.
Yeah, really excited to get back involved with the game. 2 years away from baseball for senior ball here in town was a long 2 years. We did watch some intermediate baseball, which was great because a lot of the senior caliber guys were playing intermediate. So the intermediate league actually got some really good traction. Lots of people going to the games to watch. And my assistant coach, Kurt Cornell, and I went to a lot of those games because at the end of the day, those were going to be the majority of the team that we were putting together the following year. So we were at almost all the games recruiting and make a note of things to be better prepared for this summer.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, going to be a bit of a turnover probably here roster-wise. A lot of veterans before the COVID outbreak that may have hung them up here a little bit, but you guys should have some nice-looking up-and-coming youngsters here in the lineup. Maybe tell us a little bit about how you've been filling out the roster here and some of the workouts that you had this spring.
Yeah, we're going to be this is probably going to be the youngest team that I've ever seen in the senior league because we potentially could have our oldest and most veteran guys at 26 or 27 years old. So very young. Not a lot of proven senior experience other than a couple of guys. So we've got some guys from UNB trying out. We've got some kids that are down in the States playing college ball right now that we won't see until mid-May at least.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of question marks for us in terms of what guys are going to be capable of doing, and really until we can get out on a turf or on a diamond and have some live pitching being thrown at these guys and seeing what our hitters look like and vice versa, seeing what our pitchers are like against our hitters, we don't have a lot of information to go on other than some of the stuff we saw in the intermediate league last summer. And we've been working since January 2nd in the gym at Full Body Fitness, hitting in the tunnel, working on mechanics from that standpoint, and our pitchers have been starting around mid-January as well. So we've got guys that have got 8-9 weeks in throwing bullpens to try and get their pitch count up and get a little bit stronger going into spring. But we haven't really done anything else. We haven't been in anywhere else to really do a formal, what you might call a tryout. It's more just been an open gym type thing for guys so far.
Yep. Big time. So, like you said, getting out at least here as for a few workouts. But I think you guys, a lot of teams in the senior league always interested to hear if there's going to be an import or not. I don't know if you guys have any news about whether you're going to be bringing in sort of a ringer this year or what you guys have on the import front.
Yeah, well, whether he's a ringer or not remains to be seen, I guess. When we get him on the bump for the first time, we'll see how he likes the New Brunswick Senior League. We've got a left-handed pitcher named Cole Jenkins from Little Rock, Arkansas, that should be here in about 4 weeks. He's coming a little bit early so that we can work with him a little bit in advance. He played in the States, Division I, Division II, had some arm issues quite some time ago, but has recovered quite well. And we've been seeing videos of him all winter long as he's progressed on his pitching program. And we expect that he's going to come in and be a big contributor. He's only 25, so he's young.
Yep.
But he'll probably play some outfield for us and probably a once-a-week starter, I would suspect. We're quite excited to have Cole coming because he's been working really hard this winter. We watched the progress. He's excited to come. He's eager to meet the guys. He knows how hard they've been working up this way as well. So once he gets here and we can put him in front of some live batters, we'll see how he fares and where we feel like he's going to fit in.
Yep. A guy like yourself now getting into the coaching ranks, you played, obviously for the Fredericton Royals, you played for Chatham, played for Moncton, played for St. John, played for St. Stephen. So you've, been a lifer in the game of baseball, obviously with your dad as well. But how is it for you now imparting all that knowledge and being able to coach some of these guys up, in this role here with the Royals this upcoming season?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, that's just following in Dad's footsteps, and
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to give back in the community, and that's Dad would have loved to be sitting in the stands watching this all unfold. But my mom will be there, and she's already picked out her seat, so she's excited. She's already bought her book, so she's ready to start penciling this line up. But I'm excited to get back involved with the game. Last 4 years or so, I opened my own gym,
Mm-hmm.
taking a lot of my time. But when Kurt Cornell approached me and said, we should have a team here this year coming. We shouldn't go another year. If we go 3 years with no senior team, it'd be hard to say when they might have another and who would step up. So
Yeah.
I pondered it for a little while and got back to him. He says, I'll help out in a large capacity if you'll come on and help out and impart your knowledge on some of these kids. And I just thought probably the timing was good to get back involved. I'd had a bit of a break. The gym was on its feet and doing quite well. And I think timing-wise, it was probably good for me to get involved at this point. And I'm looking forward to a fun summer of senior ball back on the hill.
Yep. Well, like you said, obviously with your gym as well, you're also training sort of some minor league kids as well, running some baseball programs for them sort of year round. Maybe tell us a little bit about how that's impacted the development of players in Fredericton for giving them opportunities to possibly go elsewhere to pursue baseball, and some possible future Fredericton Royals senior league players here as well in the city.
Yeah, that's it's been a good niche for me because the gym has a 70-foot long turf tunnel with a batting cage in it, and I work in there on a daily basis with pitchers and hitters. So
Yep.
I've got kids that have been with me up to 4 years since we opened in there, but I've got a lot of elite kids like the Ethan Hardys and the Zach Rushtons, and these kids are the best players in their age bracket, grade 9 and grade 10, and these kids already have baseball academies approaching them, wanting to know what their analytics are like, who are they working with, what are they hoping to do in the future.
Yep.
And those are just two to name because they're probably the top two in the province. And Zach in grade 9 and Ethan in grade 10. It's gotten to the point now where these kids are going to have opportunities to go away to school in grade 10 or grade 11 if they choose to go to a place like, say, Vauxhall or Prairie Baseball Academy or things of that nature.
Yep.
So I'm trying to help develop those kids to get an opportunity to go, find a niche for themselves, whether it's a full education paid for somewhere in the States or a baseball academy here in Canada. The goal for them to go as far as they can, teach them as much as I can, and hopefully they come back and are interested in playing some senior baseball and being part of that program, which while they're in school will give them the highest level of baseball they can play in the summer before they go back to school, and that's to help develop them in the off season, but then when summer gets here that we can have them come home, help bolster the roster of our senior program and keep the talent level up, but still work on things with them because these kids that are 19 and 20 years old can still be learning, specific intricacies of hitting and pitching. And with that in mind, I went and bought just recently a TrackMan, which basically is going to give you the opportunity to work with any kid and show them all their analytics to work on specific details of their pitching or their hitting mechanics.
Well, yeah, exactly. Now all the measurables can be comparable as opposed to
Yes.
I can I can pop the glove when I throw, but like I said, it's to see it analytically what some of these schools want to see. So, like I said, great initiative on your part and a great opportunity for these kids to improve themselves and really open some doors through the great sport of baseball. So, going to be looking forward to that. Like you said, you're going to have a young roster. I know you've got a few innings on the arm, but any temptation to maybe dust off the old glove and throw a few if you guys happen to be in a tight spot during the season?
Well, if we happen to be short guys or we've got guys out injured or work commitments, anything along those lines, if duty calls, I throw every day.
Yeah.
I throw batting practice to kids every day, and I work with catchers, so I'm throwing pitches to catchers to work on blocking and framing and things of that nature. And I've been with Kirk. Kirk comes in once a week into the tunnel, and we work with all of our pitchers and hitters. And
Yep.
I typically go in and throw a 10 or 15-minute bullpen with him just to keep my arm strong in case, because we really don't know. Even up to this point, we really haven't had a great grasp on how many pitchers we were going to have come home for the summer.
Yep.
And the majority of them are unproven at the senior level. So what they've done in intermediate or what they've done in junior or what they've done in university doesn't translate necessarily. It doesn't equate to the same amount of success. So having said that, I'm just trying to be prepared in case. I don't want to be out there on a regular basis. I can promise you that won't happen. But if we're in a position where we're short guys and we're in a tight game, I wouldn't hesitate if I thought that it was going to give us a chance to win a game and avoid somebody going in to throw when they might have a tight arm or they threw 3 days ago and it's not their turn to be on the mound. I have no trouble out going in that situation, but those would be the specific reasons that I would go in. Otherwise, I'm going to be pondering the next move offensively or defensively.
Be filling out the lineup card, yeah. Well, Bill Lee threw 5 innings last year at 74, so I figure
Right?
you might have a couple innings
Got
left in
lots
you
of
too.
time.
So it's impressive to watch. So look forward to getting back out to the field. Your home games Friday nights at Marysville Royals Field. Look forward to the team being back on the field, first of all, and look forward to some great senior baseball league action this summer. May 2-4 weekend when it all gets started. Look forward to seeing you at the Diamond, and best of luck this year.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Well, hopefully we'll see you sometime this summer.